Pluto retrograde is just around the corner. Pluto retrograde is going to happen May 1st, and it's going to go retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. So, if you want an idea as to what the energy of Pluto retrograde is going to have in store for you, what I need you to do is pick one of the two crystals. I'll have timestamps down below in the description for you guys. So once you've picked your crystal, you can just click on that and get started with your reading. We'll get started with Tiger's Eye and then move on to Obsidian. Alrighty, this is for those of you who are drawn to the Tiger's Eye. So I'm going to put this here for now. Alright, so here's what we have that came out for you guys for your Pluto retrograde reading. Pluto retrograde that's happening in the sign of Aquarius. Alrighty, so before I really get into your reading, with these cards, the book that I came with gives positive affirmations for each card. So I'm going to read the positive affirmation that comes with this card, and then we'll fully get into the reading. So, get my book. There we go, there's the page. The affirmation is, create open communication with others, listen objectively. I am a clear channel of divine knowledge. I share this wisdom with compassion and confidence. So, it's funny also that Scorpio came out for you, which Pluto rules the sign of Scorpio. We also are dealing with the Earth sign energy here, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Be it that is your guys' sun, moon, or rising sign, or an individual you're dealing with, that's their sun, moon, or rising sign. But Scorpio energy being here is showing us that this might be some very intense energy for you guys, especially in areas of when it comes to what you're really trying to work on, the goals you're trying to achieve. Could also be affecting your work life. This could even be affecting like your communication, because there's a lot going on here when it comes to communicating with others. Like if you're trying to get a point across to someone, if you're trying to get somebody to understand you, what you first need to understand is, are they even going to? Communication is nice and all, but if you're just wasting your time on someone who's not going to understand you, who isn't going to truly listen to you, then there is no point of communication. You're basically talking to a brick wall. You need to make sure that these individuals, or this one individual it could be, that you're trying to even communicate with, you need to see if, are they even listening? Are they even trying to see where you're coming from? Are they even respecting the boundaries? Are they taking you seriously? Or is this just a big old waste of time for you? Because there's a lot of that going on. Again, communication means nothing if there is no understanding. And if it's clear as day that this individual does not want to understand you, don't waste your time any further. Because the thing is, guys, if they really care, then they will do what they can to understand you. Just a fair warning, though, it's looking like it's going to be really easy for misunderstandings and miscommunication to happen. So just be very careful when it comes to that. You don't want to lose something good all because of a misunderstanding or miscommunication. No, I can't tell if you guys can see this card well or not, but here we go. Let's get this in the light more. But we have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Like, there's something that you guys, a lot of you, you've been in a way kind of unhealthily obsessing over it. Whatever the situation is, you need to stop letting it consume you so much. Like, it's getting to the point where you're not even like enjoying the present moment because you're so focused on this situation happening. You're just so focused on whatever it is that you're trying to have control on that you're just honestly missing out on a lot. You're missing out on fun with friends. You're missing out on opportunities. Just whatever the situation is, You guys need to just trust that if it is meant to happen for you, then it will. Whatever is meant for you will find its way to you. Whatever is not meant for you is just not going to happen for you. That's just how life is. That's how the universe works. Like, you can't force something to happen for you that either doesn't want to happen or isn't just not meant to happen. If it's truly meant to be for you, it's going to happen. And if it doesn't, it just means that there's something better waiting for you. You need to stop being so obsessive over the situation. Stop trying to do everything in your power to control it. And just trust that things are going to work out the way they need to for you. Again, you can't control every outcome. The main thing that we can control is just how we react to things. So please just let go of that, because it's literally taking up so much to where you're missing out on a lot. You're also missing out on the things that are waiting for you, that are better for you. It's time to let go of the control, let go of the obsessiveness, and start being more in the present moment. Start looking forward to the next best thing, basically. Also, be ready to be dealing with a lot of hard work. The hard work is going to be very well worth it. However, fair warning, guys, it does look like you might be dealing with some co-workers who are going to be projecting onto you. Now, I don't know what's going on with these co-workers in their personal life. Just, a lot of people handle retrograde energy differently. They may not be handling it well, so just be aware of some not in the best mood co-workers, and they will most likely try to project these not good moods onto you and try to ruin your day. Some of them, like I'm getting here, your co-workers, they may even try to do stuff just to be petty towards you. So, fair warning, beware of that. But all in all, though, the hard work will pay off and it will be worth it. I'm serious about that whole trying to control and just being obsessive over this situation, guys. Like, a lot of you are seriously, that is your biggest blockage to blessings for you. Like, if you're wondering why blessings aren't happening for you, why it feels like you're in stagnation, it's because you're too stuck on this situation you're trying to control. This situation that you're obsessing over. Again, if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen. Just let time do its magic. If not, then again, just let those blessings come to you. Stop blocking them by being so obsessive and trying to be controlling of this situation. Things will work out. They will. And it will be in your favor. But it can't if you just keep, again, trying to control and be obsessive over this. For a lot of you, it may just be time to just simply let this situation go. And for others of you, it's a matter of trust. You're just going to have to trust that the next best thing is coming to you. But again, the more you're being controlling and obsessive, the more it's just not going to happen. And that's really all that I'm getting out of this reading for you guys. So that's just your heads up for this Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Hope you're all having a great day. See you next time. Alrighty, so if you guys were drawn to Obsidian, here's your reading for Pluto retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. Now, before I get fully into your guys' reading, these cards each come with a positive affirmation in the book that the deck came with. So what I'm going to do first is read this affirmation, and then we'll fully get into your guys' reading. So let me go ahead and get that page pulled up. Kind of hard to do this in the fast manner when I'm one-handed. Here we are. Now the affirmation for eternal union. New love is forming. Strengthen your relationships. I am a living and loving expression of the eternal union. I am blessed. So, like, from what I'm seeing here, there is a lot going on when it comes to just your relationships for what's going on in the Pluto retrograde and Aquarius energy. We got strong Mars energy here as well. So Mars is the planet that rules the divine masculine energy. It's also the planet that rules our courage, our actions, our passions, and our aggressions, as well with the adult intimacy. So you guys are probably having a hard time seeing these cards, so let's get these into the lighting a bit better. Again, a lot going on with love. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So what I'm getting here is, for this retrograde, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, again, there's going to be a lot going on when it comes to your relationships. For those of you who are in, again, romantic relationships, this is simply going to be a time where I'm really feeling that it's going to be especially affecting the males a lot when it comes to, I can't really say that kind of stuff because it's, the best way I can put it is they might just be very clingy or more in the need of just wanting time with you. Like, during this retrograde, it's going to especially be important for you to have time with your partners. Like, there's going to be a lot going on with just wanting to be more closer and more connected to your partner. We're not talking strictly physically here. Like, we're talking mental and emotional connection here. Especially, like, if you and your partner have been dealing with disconnection, then this is going to be a time where trying to connect back with each other mentally and emotionally is going to be greatly beneficial for you guys. For many of you, it's simply just time for you guys to actually turn off social media and go on a trip together. Or go on a date together, strictly the two of you, no social media, no anything. And just having, you know, real talk with each other. Getting close together again, talking about your passions, or even talking to each other about maybe stuff that's just been bothering you, how stressful life has been, and just, you know, clear, open communication with each other. Just being honest and upfront. No hiding anything, no projecting negativity, just coming from a place of love and understanding for each other. Like, seriously, doing that, especially with Pluto retrograde happening, it's actually going to do amazing wonders for your guys' relationship. And I can tell here, I feel like that's just really needed for you guys, for those of you in romantic relationships. Now, for those of you who are not, and honestly just don't want anything to do with romantic relationships, this can be said for you when it comes to relationships that have great meaning. Like, we're talking friendships, or we're talking about just dealing with family members who maybe have been putting too much pressure on you, unrealistic expectations, friends who have not really been being the best of friends to you. This is all about just really being open and honest and understanding in just all forms of relationships. For some of you, because this could be for parents, and if you are, you know, again, if you aren't the parent, you're the child, this might be for you, but it might just be time to have a serious talk with your parent, especially if you feel like your parents aren't seeing or hearing you. And you want to have that talk where what they've been saying or doing has just been bothering you. Parents, if you feel like you're being disconnected from your children, if you feel like it's getting to the point where they want nothing to do with you, it may be time to just have that talk with them, like, hey, what did I do wrong? How can we heal this? Because I want you in my life. You know, because parents, we're not perfect. You know, if you did do something to hurt your child, please don't push them away more by trying to ignore it. You know, help them with the healing journey. Say you're sorry and just, you know, be loving and understanding to your child. That's your baby. Please, if you really want them in your life, you need to hear them out. Same with children. I mean, again, we're human. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes, but we need to learn from them if we're going to move forward to live happy, healthy lives. Again, it's a lot of intense energy here, guys, and a lot going on with our relationships. Also, we're dealing with a lot of fire sign energy here, especially with Ace of Wands being here. We've got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy, be it that's your sun, moon, or rising sign, or who you're dealing with, that's their sun, moon, or rising sign. Just, again, lots of intense energy is going on here. For many of you, it's just really going to be beneficial also to just take a break from technology. No more watching the negative news. No more just single off the negativity that's going on in social media. Like, there's just so much negativity. There's so much bad news of that. And when you keep letting yourself be consumed to that, all you can see is just what's wrong with everything and everyone. There's no positivity in it. There's nothing but fear, anger, and depression. You need to take a retreat from that. You need to get away from the screens, and you need to get back into nature. Get back into real life. Enjoy it again. See that the world isn't completely cruel and evil. That there is still hope. There is still good. And there is still beauty in this life. Just no more of letting negativity being allowed to just consume everything. It's time to just take a necessary retreat away from the screens and just focus on life. Focus on all the good things that you do have. Focus on the good things that you see, the good people that you have in your life, and who you are. You are the good in this life. You contribute to helping change our reality to be a better place. It's a lot about shifting that focus. Also, during Pluto retrograde, some of you, there is the possibility that somebody could be announcing a pregnancy. For those of you, again, who want nothing to do with that, which is perfectly fine, expect some sort of good news to be happening during the Pluto retrograde. It's not all bad. Retrogrades happen to basically help us learn our lessons and just help us shift us to where we need to be. Everything has its purpose and everything does work out. So again, Pluto retrograde isn't going to be all bad. It isn't going to be all just, you know, oh my gosh, too intense kind of stuff. There is going to be the good in it. Just in Pluto retrograde, this is the time for, the biggest energy thing I'm getting here is it's time for a new chapter. Be it, it's time for a new chapter in either romantic or platonic relationships, a new chapter when it comes to just, you know, getting away from the negativity, making the changes that you want to make. Pluto retrograde is screaming, it is time to turn the page and move on to a new chapter. And what this new chapter is going to be will entirely depend on you. Also beware, because like I said, with this Mars energy here, and part of that Mars energy is aggression, and yeah, Five of Wands here. Just be aware, a lot of fights might be happening during Pluto retrograde. People may be very easy to anger. Some folks might be quick to agitate. If you are feeling angry and quick to agitate, please do what you can to try to calm down. And please don't project onto others. It's not fair to them and it's not fair to you. Just try to calm down. Really look at why you feel angry. Allow the anger to just process through you. You know, take time for yourself to see why you're feeling like this. Maybe talk to somebody about it and try to resolve it as calmly and peacefully as possible. And if people are trying to project their anger onto you or being agitated with you, let them know that you don't appreciate that and that you would like some space from them until they have come back to a place where they're calm and ready to talk to you in a peaceful and respectful manner. And that's all that I'm getting for you guys for this reading. So, my golly, is there going to be a lot going on with Pluto retrograde. So, that's it for this reading. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you next time.